You're watching DCTV Denton Community Television.
Follow your dreams, and they say, do what you want.
Hi everyone, and welcome to the show. I'm Mike Miller, and today my special guest is Joe Snow. Joe, I appreciate you being here.
Well, thank you. Glad to be here.
So you've been doing music quite a while, I guess.
Most of my life.
Yeah. You, do you have what you consider your main instrument at this time? You play so many different instruments.
Well, guitar has been my main instrument most of my life.
Really?
But I started playing steel guitar when I was a really young kid.
Oh, really?
I took some steel guitar lessons just for a little while.
Yeah.
And I picked that back up a few years ago, and I do a lot of lap steel playing.
Yeah.
These days, particularly when I'm playing with other bands.
Yeah.
And then I love playing harmonica also.
Oh, really?
So
Yeah.
I kind of do all those.
Yeah. Who all do you play with around here now these days?
My main projects right now, I play with Paul Slavens. He does a show on Monday nights.
Yeah.
It's a very impromptu, pretty crazy show.
I've seen that a number of times.
Yeah.
I really enjoy it. He's so amazing, so
Yeah, he
creative.
makes everything up on the spot, and the
Yeah.
band tries to figure out what he's doing. And
Yeah.
it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I also play with the great songwriter Joe Pat Hennon.
Really?
And we have a band format where I play a lot of bass and some steel guitar. And then we have a smaller quartet format without a drummer, and I play mostly steel guitar there.
Really?
My wife Laura and I also play. That setup is I play acoustic guitar and she plays flute.
Oh, really?
And we do quite a bit of playing.
I heard that flute on some of those SoundCloud tracks I listened to the other night. That sounds really good.
She's good.
I love a flute, yeah. Do you feel like music is changing, has changed much over the last 10 years overall, or like what's played on the radio or what people play around here in Denton?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I'm really out of touch, I suppose, with a lot of the popular music.
Me too, yeah.
The pop music that multi-million-dollar production stuff I don't really much listen to. And,
Yeah.
never really learned much about hip-hop.
Yeah, me neither.
But on the other hand, you know, I see a lot of young people playing some of the stuff that I really love, kind of the old-time music, and
Yeah.
getting back to bluegrass stylings and things like that.
Yeah.
I really like that. I guess the main thing that I've noticed is how everything's exploded. There's all kinds of music available, and
Yeah.
it's pretty exciting that way.
It really is, yeah, yeah. Creativity is creativity.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's good, yeah. A lot of the rap and hip-hop stuff I was kind of fascinated with because of the drum beats and things like that,
Oh, yeah.
you know, and some of them are quite clever lyricists,
Oh, yeah.
but some of it's kind of, I don't know, almost R-rated or X-rated, it seems like, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
But you played at the Denton Farmers Market.
Yeah, played both as a solo and with my wife.
Oh, really? Yeah, yeah. That's a nice event.
It is. I really enjoy that.
Yeah, I would encourage everybody to go out to that, and a lot of people do. There's a lot of people that have shown up there and enjoy the different vendors that are there and
Yeah.
musicians.
I've heard some great music there also.
Yeah, yeah. Did you ever go to Nashville and try to get going over there or anything like that, or?
No.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I haven't.
Yeah.
For a while when I was younger, I entertained actually sold a business and kind of set myself up to make a living playing music, but that didn't really last a really long time.
Yeah.
Music's always been a really big part of my life.
Yeah.
And I just try to make time for music and do a lot of other things too.
Did your parents or any of your other family members play music too?
Well, we were pretty musical. My mother played and still plays piano by ear.
Oh, really?
The piano in our house as a kid, it was a toy. You know, I have 3 siblings, and we all played with it.
Yeah.
Family gatherings, often family members would gather around the piano and sing hymns and,
Oh, really?
and
Yeah.
things like that.
Yeah.
So it was always a part of my life, but neither of my parents were musicians per se. My younger brother is a great singer, and he
Really?
sings in a couple of choirs. My older sister plays piano, but I think I've probably been the most hardcore musician in the family.
Yeah, yeah. You were telling me a little about your work earlier, the aquatic type plants and things like that you.
Yeah, I work for the university as a research scientist, and it all revolves around wetland plant studies and restoration of damaged areas using
Yeah.
wetland plants.
Well, that's good.
And I also grow a bunch of wetland plants at home, and I have a business doing that too.
That's very good. Yeah. That. When I lived in Louisiana, I saw where they. I guess it started in Mississippi. They had brought kudzu in back in the 1920s or something,
yeah.
and it just went crazy. It just grew all along I-20 there, just kept going.
Oh yeah.
There's nothing they could do with it. That's a tough plant.
Yeah, yeah, and some of the aquatic plants are, there's some exotic plants from other parts of the world that create big problems.
Yeah.
And one advantage of planting native plants, like I do, it helps ameliorate the problems that are associated with those exotic plants.
Yeah.
So.
Because some of those exotic plants just grow too prolifically,
Yeah,
I guess.
just like kudzu.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I really appreciate you being here today, and I'm going to get out of the way and let you play some music. And y'all stay tuned and check out Joe Snow.
Thanks for the opportunity to be here. I'm going to start out with kind of where I started in a way. Met a man named Mance Lipscomb when I was young. He was pretty much a master on blues and a lot of different styles of music. I tried to absorb what I could from him, and this is one that I played around with, called So Different Blues. Did you ever wake up with them so different blues? Ever wake up with them so different blues? Monday morning shoes. Ain't never loved, hope I never will. Ain't never loved and I hope I never will. Love is something just to get you killed. Ain't never loved but 4 women in my life. Ain't never loved but 4 women in my life. Mother, my sister, my sweetheart, and my wife. Yeah, did you ever wake up with them so different blues? Ever wake up with them so different blues? Couldn't put on your Monday morning shoes. So Different Blues. I've written a few songs, mostly quite a long time ago. This is one about sitting on the front porch, the beginning of a rainstorm. Sitting outside on the front porch, I was thinking of you when the sky fell. The rain came down with a fury, and the wind was howling wild. You spent a lifetime looking for your lover. Come inside, it's that time of day. And when you hear the thunder, let the lightning light your way. Looking out from the inside at the last of the light of day. Nobody knows the future. Ask anyone and they'll say you spent a lifetime looking for your lover. Come inside, it's that time of day. And when you hear the thunder, let the lightning light your way. And when you hear the thunder, let the lightning light your way. Another song from the early days. Used to go scuba diving in the lakes in Texas, and there were some things about that experience that kind of stuck around. So here's this little ditty. Put on my scuba tank and I walked on down into the water, and I swam on down to the bottom just to see what there was there. In the undersea foggy mask, can't see, freak me world. But much to my surprise, I couldn't believe my eyes. No, there wasn't no bottom on the bottom. No, there wasn't no bottom. There were beer cans, Coke cans, tuna cans, and them in a bucket. And miles and miles and miles and miles of piles of moss-covered garbage. I see more familiar treasures every time I flip my fins, that I don't know where the water stops and where the garbage begins. Yeah, I put on my scuba tank and I walked on down. Yeah, I put on my scuba tank and I walked on down. Oh, there's a song written in 1931 by a guy named Yip Harburg, I think, in the Depression days. Seems to resonate even now, and I've always kind of loved this song. Buddy, can you spare a dime? They used to tell me I was building a dream, so I followed the mob. When there was fields to plow and guns to bear, I was always there, right there on the job. They used to tell me I was building a dream, with peace and glory ahead. Why am I standing in line, or just waiting for bread? Once I built a railroad, I made it run, I made it race against time. Once I built a railroad, now it's done. Buddy, can you spare a dime? Once I built a tower way up to the sun, brick and mortar and lime. Once I built a tower, now it's done. Buddy, can you spare a dime? Once in khaki suits, gee, we look swell, full of that Yankee doodle-de-dum, de-de-dum. 500,000 boots went slogging through hell. I was the kid with the drum. Say, do you remember you called me Al? It was Al all the time. Say, do you remember I was your pal? buddy, can you spare a dime? Once in khaki suits, gee, we look swell, full of that Yankee doodle-de-dum, dum-dum-dum-de-dum. 500,000 boots went slogging through hell. I was the kid with the drum. Say, do you remember you called me Al? It was Al all the time. Say, do you remember I was your pal? Buddy, can you spare a dime? And I really like John Prine songs, so here's one of them. I am an old woman named after my mother. My old man is another. The child is grown old. If dreams were lightning and thunder was desire, my old house would have burned down a long time ago. Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to. To believe in less living is just a hard way to go. When I was a young gal, I had me a cowboy. It ain't much to look at, just a free rambling man. But that was a long time, and no matter how hard I tried, his dreams just rolled by like a broken down dam. Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to. Believe in this living, it's just a hard way to go. All those flies in the kitchen, I can hear them and they're buzzing. I ain't done nothing since I woke up today. How the hell can a person go to work in the morning and come home in the evening, ain't got nothing to say? Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to. To believe in less living is just a hard way to go. To believe in less living It's just a hard way to go. I'm gonna finish out with a sort of a bluesy thing. You told me, babe, once upon a time, if I'd be yours, then you'd be mine, but that's alright. That's alright. Seems like every now and then I wonder who loving you tonight. You told me, babe, that I was your man, and now you're off trying to fool some other guy. That's alright. I know you found yourself another man, but that's alright. Seems like every now and then I wonder who's loving you tonight. Told me, babe, our love was through. And now I'm trying to remember what I'm supposed to do, but that's alright. I know you found yourself another boy, but that's alright. Seems like every now and then I wonder who's loving you tonight. And thank you.
Follow your dreams, and they say, do what you want, and money will come. Lots of people have lots of dreams.